This is my friend Replays, and he thinks YouTube is impossible because he's tried 5 different channels in the past 3 years and failed at every single one of them.
What do you think about growing on YouTube?
I've pretty much watched every single video on how to grow on YouTube recently, and I've brought every course and tried it all, and none of it works. YouTube's kind of all luck, and you can't really change my mind about that anymore.
But I think he's dead wrong, and I'm so confident in this that I decided to make a bet with him.
Dude, I'm telling you that you're wrong. Growing on YouTube is super easy. And to prove it to you, I'm gonna make you a challenge. I'm gonna blow up your channel on the very first video. And if you succeed, you have to quit your job and become a full-time YouTuber. But if we fail, I'll pay your rent for the rest of the entire year.
Dude, it's physically impossible for you to even do that, to even pay my rent. You're not gonna be able to afford it because you're not gonna do well. But I guess we'll see. All right, let's do it then.
I guess we'll see then. I guess we'll see.
So no time to delay, let's get to work and start this up. First off, in order to build a successful video for him, I need to take a look at his past channels and why they didn't succeed in the first place. And so it looks like he's been making quite a few different things. Honestly, his content really isn't that bad at all. And he's made some pretty decent videos, but has struggled to find an audience. And overall, I have to say that he's been making these kinds of broad entertainment videos that just have him stuck in what we call small channel hell. I like to describe small channel hell as when you're stuck on YouTube posting videos to no audience. But at the same time, YouTube doesn't know who to show those videos to because they have no data on who they perform well with. And this is a really big problem to overcome when you're first starting out because not all content, not all channels on YouTube are created equal. You could upload the same video on your channel that gets 0 views, but if a creator with 10 million subscribers uploads that same video to their channel, they could get millions of views. And that's because when you make videos that are meant to be entertaining with the personality or the characters are carrying a lot of the content, what happens is that if viewers have no reason to care about you, then they have no reason to watch your content. And that's what happens when you're a small channel. So you end up in a situation where you're stuck not being able to build an audience because you don't have any views, and you're also not able to get views because you don't have an audience. And this is the classic situation that the majority of creators face when they're already making pretty good videos but just aren't able to grow their channel. And so to fix this, we're gonna instead focus on making a different type of content, and that is with educational videos. Because when you make videos about information or just educational content in general, it doesn't matter if viewers know or like you or have seen your previous videos before. And it especially doesn't matter if you have some crazy huge audience already, because those viewers are just watching the videos because they want to learn the information that you're talking about in the content. Exactly like how you're just watching this video right now for how to grow a YouTube channel. So the plan for the video to blow up his channel is make some content sharing information or educating about something. But what should we make videos about here? That's gonna be the big question. You know, my guy Replays here, we go way back, but he kind of just finished school. He doesn't really have any experience, and he's not really got a lot of skills in anything either. He's pretty much just been a kid in school his whole life, and he's only now entering the real world for the first time. So we're starting from a completely fresh place with nothing really to go off of. But actually, that doesn't matter. Because you see, to make successful educational videos on YouTube, you don't need any prior experience or knowledge in anything at all, really, if you just use the process that I'll show you in this video. And on the educational channels that I've blown up to get about half the plaques you see in my background, I genuinely didn't know anything about the subject of those channels until I decided to start making those videos. But before I show you how this all works, we need to first pick an actually good topic that will allow us to blow up the channel. And the topic choice is one of the most important things with educational channels, because if you're making videos that share information that 1,000 other channels have already shared before, you're gonna again fall into the small channel hell situation where nobody has a reason to watch your content. But don't worry, because I've got a rock solid method that works every time for this. And so the key here to find topics or to find your niche is to research videos that are blowing up on really small channels. And I'll show you exactly how to do that too in just a minute, but first you need to understand why this works. You see, if a video can get more than 50,000, even 100,000 views on a small channel with less than 10,000 subscribers, you know for sure that that video topic is a really huge opportunity. Because you see, if something only blows up on really big channels but not small ones, then there's a really good chance that those topics are too saturated or too competitive or require having a really big audience in the first place to succeed. But if something blows up on a small or new channel, you know for a fact that that's something that can work even with no prior audience, because it just already did. You see, back when I was starting this with Replays, one of the things that was blowing up on new and small channels was videos about AI. It was right after ChatGPT had first released and everyone was going crazy popping off with all these videos about AI tools and how to use AI to do certain things. Now, don't get it twisted here. I also hate AI content. Like, I know that it's just dog shit, and I don't have any preference for making videos with AI in particular, but I had a little bit of a thought here when I found this niche that kind of took me back to history class when I was a young kid learning about the California gold rush. You see, in the United States, we have this famous story about how in the 1800s, gold was discovered in California and went super viral all across the nation. And quite literally, millions of people emigrated to California to try to search for gold and get super rich. And this event would later be known as the California Gold Rush. But at the end of the day, very few people actually got rich by searching for gold. The people who got rich at that time were the people selling shovels and doing businesses, teaching people how to do the thing that everyone was interested in. And so, inspired by that story, I came up with the idea to do an educational channel about how to use AI rather than making AI videos themselves, which is what everyone was doing at the time. But even though we found the niche here, I'm still not exactly sure what we want to do to actually blow up, because again, I gotta do this on the first video. I only get one shot here, so I really gotta make sure that it's going to work. And so I sat and brainstormed for hours here. It literally had to be perfect, because if I fail, I'm gonna have to pay thousands of dollars in Replace's rent here. But even worse than that, I'm gonna have to admit to him that growing on YouTube might not be possible anymore. And I know he's gonna be absolutely laughing in my face if that's what ends up happening. But with a stroke of luck, using the exact same research method I talked about earlier, I discovered this video right here. Now, I have to edit the picture here a little bit because the original video is actually deleted on YouTube, but I'm just gonna show this to you anyway, because I thought really this was the perfect concept for us. The idea here was to make a complete guide of how to start and grow a YouTube channel using only AI tools. And given my history and experience with making YouTube videos, I think this is something that we can definitely do successfully. But there's just one problem here. We were unfortunately quite late to the ChatGPT trend. By the time we were working on this, it had already been 6 months since ChatGPT was released, and there were dozens of AI educational channels just like this already. But luckily, I had a solution to this, and I'm pretty confident it's going to work because it's the exact same thing that I've successfully done on many of my other educational channels in the past. You see, in order to properly enter a niche like this that's a little bit saturated, we have to make Replace's content either better or different. That is to say, we have to either make videos that are significantly better than the competition, or we have to do something that is completely unique and hasn't been done before in the niche. And with just a little bit of thinking on this, I've got the perfect idea for how we can do both. But first, let's see what Replace has to think about this.
Dude, I've got the best idea. Trust me, this is totally gonna work. We're gonna blow up on the first video for sure.
Dude, there is no way that's gonna happen. Like, it takes years and years and hundreds of videos to even grow this channel. And like, that's only if you get super lucky nowadays with YouTube. I'm not even worried because I get free rent for a year and I get to relax. So I appreciate it either way.
Nah, man, you're wrong. You're definitely gonna have to quit your job.
So first, let's go over how we're going to be unique. Now, based on the AI video I found earlier, I had some good thoughts on how we could mix it up and add our own unique twist to it while still doing something within the realm of the same proven concept. You see, the video I referenced earlier taught viewers how to make YouTube videos using AI, but the reality is that AI videos on YouTube are, well, they're dog, to put it respectfully. But after some digging and talking to people, I found that we could use AI tools to make some pretty good YouTube shorts instead of just long-form content. Now, when I was researching this, I didn't know anything about making shorts with AI, but like I said before, my method of starting educational channels on YouTube and blowing them up super fast doesn't require you to know anything or have any prior experience in the thing that you're going to make videos about. Because what I do for videos like this is look for and compile information from things that are available online. And what I do specifically is look for information that hasn't been covered on YouTube yet, that I can then go on to make videos about. It's really all just about putting in a little bit of work and organizing things that can make a great video. So I might start with some simple things like Google searches and reading Wikipedia articles and Reddit threads, but then I'll expand the research into joining communities, as well as forums that are related to the topic that I'm researching. And from there, I'll talk to a bunch of people and ask a bunch of questions and learn everything I need to know from members in the communities. And so from talking with members in a Discord community that I joined, that led me to then discovering this AI tool directory website. And so what this website does is show you options for AI tools for any sort of task or thing that you might be trying to do. And so with this website, I found the perfect tool that we can use to make YouTube shorts with, and that is this one right here, Opus Clip. Opus Clip is a tool that allows you to make YouTube shorts instantly by cutting out a piece of a larger pre-existing video. So we could take highlights from maybe a podcast or a really funny video, or even just other educational content. And overall, it's pretty decent content, especially when compared to the vast majority of AI slop garbage. And the tool works quite well. It adds subtitles automatically and edits and everything that you would need to make it into a standard YouTube short. And by the way, I'll link this tool in the description for you guys if you want to try it out for yourself. It's free to get started with and very affordable compared to other AI tools that I found. So I decided that we would make a YouTube video that teaches people how to use the Opus Clip tool to make a fully automated YouTube channel using only AI. And so the idea here would be that you could take clips from your previous videos or educational channels or things like podcasts and just interviews and post clips from them as shorts that could pretty easily go viral. Now these shorts, they're not revolutionary content by any means, don't get me wrong, but it's just like really easy to make. And I find that with educational content, things being easy is kind of what people want in the first place. People want to get results as fast as possible with as little effort as possible, and so this was the perfect method to teach them. Kind of just like how I'm teaching you in this video how to blow up a channel with your first video. But remember when I said that we needed to find a way to be different or find a way to be better in order to have success in what was already a fairly saturated niche? Well, with this strategy, we've now got our way to be different, but we also need to find a way for us to be better too, so that we can guarantee that this blows up on the first video. Because I really don't want to be out $7,680. Yes, I did the math. That's a ton of money that I want to keep for myself, and I need to keep it so that I can spend more money on these videos to help you guys blow up your channels too. Replays, come on, he can pay his own rent. And with educational content, I find that people don't really want to just get a bunch of info slammed into their face. Well, some viewers do, but the vast majority of audiences find that kind of style a little bit boring. You know, people want to be entertained along the way. They want to experience a story or a challenge. And if they learn something along the way, that's great too. So with our educational content, to take it one step further, what we can do is, instead of just teaching people how to make the channel using AI, let's just do it ourselves and tell people a story of what happened and our experience with it and all the lessons we learned along the way. And so we made a YouTube Shorts channel using only AI tools by making clips of the Joe Rogan podcast as a way to just quickly test out the concept. And it actually kind of worked out pretty well. Like, we had this one short right here that did kind of decent. Now, of course, you probably wouldn't be able to monetize this type of content because we obviously don't own the Joe Rogan podcast, but it was more just a proof of concept to tell a story for what people could do with themselves and to teach them how to do it along the way as we went through our experience. And overall, this made for a really fun and entertaining video that still accomplished our goal of an educational channel that taught people how to make a shorts channel using AI only. And so in the video, we showed how we made the channel, how we set up Opus Clip, and how we did everything, and what happened when we posted the videos and the results that we got from it. It sounds kind of simple now that I'm explaining it like this, but it was a much more entertaining way to do this type of content. And it was much better than just explaining to people how to use the tools like the videos that we took inspiration from did originally. For the thumbnail, we took quite a bit of inspiration from the original video that we got the idea from, and we just made some tweaks so that it would be our original version of the concept to show an AI Shorts YouTube channel and the clickbait of just earning a bunch of revenue from it, and using a ChatGPT logo to represent the whole AI theme. But here's the key. If you remember what I said before, when making educational videos, people always want to get the result that you're teaching fast and easy. And so I think one of the most important things we did here was title the video based on making the channel in just 24 hours. That way, what we were teaching would feel like something really simple and easy for interested viewers to do. Just like how I titled this video you're watching right now on how to blow up a channel on the first video. Isn't that something? And I mean, hey, let me be honest for a second. You read the title of this video, right? I'm JeremyB. You didn't seriously doubt me in this process, did you? They call me the greatest YouTuber at blowing up new channels. Don't you ever forget that. Anyway, so we posted the video, and after about a week and a half, the literal first video that we had ever posted on this channel, starting from 0 views, 0 subscribers, and 0 external promotion, 0 promotion from my other channels. I didn't even tell anyone this channel existed. After just a week and a half, it blew up and started to go absolutely viral. Now, in the first week, it didn't get too much action, but after 2 weeks, it was already picking up and showing some incredible results. And just another 2 weeks later, we had completely blown up, gotten 170,000 views, and also got our channel monetized from literally just the first video. Fast forward a couple more months, and this video had gotten 650,000 views and made over $1,200. And this right here is the video today. We made over $3,500 from this, over 1 million views, and it's still making $50 a month passively right now too. And guys, it's really just that easy. It just takes one YouTube video to change your life life forever. And you know, overall, I think this works so well due to the combination of firstly doing an educational channel, which is just way easier to grow than entertainment content, and also choosing a really good niche that was trending and had a growing audience. And then of course making a really good video that was unique from competitors and a bit of a step up from the quality that everyone else was doing.
All right, man. Well, we did it. Looks like you have to quit your job, but congratulations on becoming a full-time YouTuber.
Bro, I got no words. I guess I got to tell my boss then. Should I phone him now or should I do it another time?
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
What's the number?
You'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. YouTube is going to be the start of a new beginning for you.
This better pay my rent.
And so, with our success, Replays, he finally quit his job, and we continued doing the AI educational channel for a bit afterwards. But Replays wasn't enjoying the videos too much. He decided he enjoyed gaming way more, so we went on to go make this gaming channel right here on his own using all the lessons that I taught him. And he's since gotten to 190,000 subscribers and over 100 million views on his own channel. And he's been a full-time creator ever since I did this experiment with him. And so, in the end, I did end up getting his rent paid for, just not by myself personally.
I literally can't thank you enough. You've given me everything, and I'm never going to doubt you again. I'm serious, Jeremy. Thank you.
I know you won't. I know.
And so you, lovely viewer, if you want my help growing your channel just like I helped Replays blow up on his very first video, then you should join my free bootcamp at the link in the description or using the QR code. Where in the bootcamp, I'll show you exactly how to go from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in under 90 days. Plus, I'll walk you through step by step the same method that we use to grow the Replays business channel. So if you're serious about actually getting this done and finally growing your YouTube channel, check out the link in the description or use the QR code, because if I can help Replays blow up on his literal first video, just imagine what we can do together if you've got 90 days to work with me. And the bootcamp is literally free, so there's no reason to not just check it out. You can find the link in the description or use the QR code. My name is JeremyB. I'll see you in the bootcamp, and thanks for watching.